Hi, awesome artists! I am so excited to bring you this project today. If you want the full-length project, you can check it out at Awesome Art School, and I will put a link in the description box below. In the meantime, buckle your seatbelts because I have an incredible mixed media experience for you today. And if this is the first time visiting my channel, my name is Campbell, and I love to give drawing and mixed media tutorials for beginners. Now let's go. The most awesome thing about spray paints is that they're really cheap, they're widely available, and they come in a huge assortment of fun colors. So for this project, I'm going to be doing my background using spray paints, and I'm picking them in like the same shades. So I'm doing a myriad of greens and blues, and I'm going to be painting these two canvas panels, and they're going to be the background for my mixed media, mystical, magical mashup with Jenny Mano for this week. These are my two references. Boop, 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 boop. So I have this dark crowed girl and then this fish, and I'm going to mash them to make a mermaid mystical being. So without further ado, let's take these outside and get started. Spray painting canvases is such an easy and fast and cheap and fun way to do backgrounds, and yeah, just grab your favorite colors and go for it. And I also love to spray paint through stencils because it's very fast. No, I do not wash my stencils when I'm done. I just keep spraying them over and over and over again. I have just this bubble kind of looking stencil, which I thought would be cool for bubbly underwatery effect. I actually cut off the border with my scissors because when you spray paint and there's that hard line border, it does not look very good. So I've learned that just from experience. So I went ahead and I trimmed the border off of my stencil, and if you can see, it's like a pretty cool, you know, underwater effect-ish. Interestingly enough, before we move on, I just wanted to show you that all of these projects on my mixed media wall are done using this background technique of spray paint. Yep, isn't that cool? So fun. So I just wanted to give you an idea of like the scale of these, how big this project was, by showing you an overall shot. It's 4 feet long altogether. These are 1 foot by 2 foot long canvases. And so this is what it looks like. I just wanted to give you kind of a behind the scenes overall look into what my studio layout is, so you can also get an understanding of how big these canvases are. I sketch her as best as I can using that first dark crow reference, and I'm using my Stabilo because if I mess up, I can actually erase it just with a baby wipe. And if you're familiar with my process, this is pretty typical of how I do my mixed media projects. So if you don't want your lines to move around, do not use a water-soluble instrument to be drawing with, but it is really cool because you can erase, like I said, with a baby wipe. You can also activate it. I like to use it as sort of automatic shading. And I have a lot of tutorials in my mixed media magicians club at Awesome Art School. Again, the description box below has the link for that. Once I have the outlines where I want them, then I just go in with my gesso and I do 1 or 2 coats. Today I'm doing 2 because well, if you do 2 coats of gesso, then you usually only have to do 1 coat of paint on top. So after I do 2 coats, I'm running over the outlines with my Stabilo again. I really want to use the Stabilo to help me with my shading. And then, wow, do you see that giant drip? But I wanted to show you and slow that down for a second to show you how easy it is to clean up spills. If you just keep some baby wipes next to you, which I do, cleaning up spills is not an issue as long as your underlayers are dry. So I really actually wanted to use my acrylic paint and get it in the Stabilo and activate it for shading. If you've done the little llama project with me at Awesome Art School, I go into quite a lot of detail on this. And you can just do shading so easily if you have that layer of paint. Or the layer of the Stabilo underneath. It's really cool. So now I'm just going back with my Stabilo again, and I'm adding shading, knowing full well when I add another coat of paint, it's going to activate it or, you know, liquefy so that it adds shading. And now you can see what that looks like. And yes, it looks dirty, but this is like, we are in the throes of the ugly stage right now, my friends. Like, you cannot get around the ugly stage. You cannot do a painting of a face and not pass through the ugly stage. The important thing is to not pay any attention to it and just keep on keeping on. I promise you that that ugly face will pass if you just keep pushing through. I'm actually using my Prismacolor pencil right now and like a nub of a paintbrush to add some gesso for some highlights. I'm using golden fluid acrylics for the hair. That's in green gold, which is a fantastic color. It's one of my favorites. I like it because it's semi-transparent, so it looks very seaweedy on her. Another common shading approach I use is to use gelatos over my acrylic paints. And again, if you do the full-time version, I'll walk you through that much more slowly than this crazy effect. But I just wanted to give you the essence of this project, using gelatos again for shading there. And please, if you haven't joined my Facebook group, you have got to stop by and come on and enroll. That's the wrong word. But come on and come join the Facebook group. I'm doing a really fun challenge. This is a part of a mashup challenge, a magical mashup challenge I'm doing with my friend Jenny Mano, and she has her own Facebook group as well. Hers is called Next Generation Art. Mine is called Awesome Art School with Campbell, and we're kind of doing it like cross Facebook groups, and so we're giving each other 2 references that you saw at the beginning there, and we have to mash them together. So what I love about this is that the references, you know, help you with lines and shadows and with your subjects. And then it also helps you like to super think outside the box. Like, I never would be making this project if it wasn't for those specific references that I'm using. And so I've never done a mermaid tail. I've done lots of mermaids, but I've never done a mermaid tail quite like this before. And like, it's really stretches your imagination. It really challenges your just your artistry skills, and I'm having such a blast with it. This is the 3rd one that we've done. We're gonna do one more next week, and if we keep enjoying it as much as we are, we're gonna do another one after that. So come on by and join us. After that Mod Podge, after the paint layers dry, I do Mod Podge all over it, and my cat is like banging at the door to come in. Oh my goodness. After I put the Mod Podge over, it dries, and I use Pit pens to like doodle all over my mixed media pieces. Again, that's something I do all of my pieces. And if you want more in-depth classes, again, come check out my club at Awesome Art School. So yeah, I'm using this fan brush. I have had this fan brush for like 10 years, and I have never once used it until today. And it was my best friend. So the fishtail, again, I've never done a mermaid tail like this. And like, how fun! I don't even know if it like was effective, but I totally loved every second of it. I'm using glitter Mod Podge on her tail instead of regular Mod Podge, and then I'm pouring glitter into the glitter Mod Podge. Like, how freaking fun is that? You really need to see it kind of up close and personal, and I'll show you like an extra shot so you can see what that looks like. But all in all, this might be my most favorite project like I've done in maybe a decade. I had such a fun time. I'm so grateful for this whole mashup fun game that we're playing between Facebook groups. I hope you join us for fun. And if you're looking to expand your mixed media horizon, come join me at Awesome Art School, because I have insane classes that you can take there. But other than that, I will see you in the next video. And make sure you subscribe and click the little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos.